donate to crowdfunding campaigns. And then finally, the fourth component is these roadshows, about taking everything that we've learnt, all of the skills that we've developed through these three previous steps, and sharing them out with the sector. So getting in front of audiences, telling them about what we've learnt, and letting them pick our brains and find out more. So this is lucky location number 9. We've been to numerous locations, all of the capital cities, and this is the final one. So hopefully it's more polished than the others.
Hopefully it's perfect. Okay, so let's start with what the idea is behind crowdfunding. Basically, it's about raising money from the crowd. So the way that it works is that you have these platforms or websites on the internet, and anyone can go in and post a project. So they can, say, this is what we want to do, this is how much we need to raise, and this is when we need to raise it by. The idea with most of them is if you raise the money in the time frame, you get the money. If you don't raise the money in the time frame, you don't get a cent of it. So that's this model called all or nothing. So basically that's probably the most popular model out there. We're going to go through some variations on that theme, but that's what Possible and things like that use. In terms of the scale of crowdfunding, last year over $1.5 billion was pledged to crowdfunding platforms globally. So obviously not all of that is to arts and culture. There will be a day, hopefully, that that is the case. But there are also startup ventures, equity-based platforms which are using that. But in terms of the rise in crowdfunding, that $1.5 billion figure is 3 times what was pledged in 2009. So there's definitely a big kick up in terms of people actually backing projects through this mechanism.
Okay, so as Caroline said, we're talking specifically about platforms. We don't necessarily mean train platforms, but what we mean is specific websites designed with an information architecture designed to create a campaign-style environment where you can put up information about the project, timelines, and a thermometer, or the sort of traditional idea of mapping out how that project's going towards reaching its target. We're not talking about things like PayPal donate buttons or Tipjoy or other kinds of online giving. We're talking specifically about platforms that are created to do that. So we're going to look at 5 in particular. They're not chosen because they're the only 5. There's hundreds of crowdfunding platforms out there. But these 5 are ones that are available and seemingly popular with the Australian and international markets. So first up is Possible. It's an Australian-based platform. Mainly it focuses on arts and cultural projects. There's also Indiegogo, which is a US platform. Start Some Good, another US platform. Sponsoon, which is from the United Kingdom. And probably